Send a message on the ground, Tameeka coming to bring them down. Send a message on the ground, and I crying no. And it's
The Hub. No boy man afraid, no boy man afraid, no stick man. Bah!
Tell us about the origin of Camboulay.
Camboulay, in essence, is a resistance story, our very own freedom fighter resistance story. It's basically when the colonial powers made a decision about how we as a people should have lived or were allowed to live. We as a celebratory people who like to create, we're very creative, we like to make masks, we like to come together, we like to revel, right? As a form of, expressing who we are. They, in a sense, through the name Captain Baker, which is a name we sing about in the love ways and some of our, historic songs, he and his police squadron and even the aristocracy at that time tried to place a limitation on how we were able to express ourselves. And it was getting more and more frustrating in that we couldn't literally be ourselves and express ourselves. So it basically took a turn where we say we fed up, right? And the jamet, Dennis before saying something about jamet. Yeah, we feel like it's not whining, but it's not. It's not just about whining. So you don't have to feel bad. It's have a whole jamet movement dedicated to jamet, but jamet is essentially a form of expression, particularly in terms of the feminine and the womanhood.
Yeah.
Because in the stick fight community, we say this: a lot of things can't start until the woman started. So the women say, hey, we had to stand up for this situation. We ain't going through that. Like, we call this one, and we call that one, like hard back door wrestler. We call Joe Tamana and the whole crew. Joe Tamana is a name we also sing about, popular stick fighter from the north. And he gathered all the stick men. That 2-3 cutlass and that, don't get tired. Some big stone, some stick, and everybody come down to wage war against Captain Baker and his police on the horse with the guns and thing. And we were successful in really overthrowing that hegemonic type of oppression.
Yeah.
And from there, we celebrate essentially the start or the re-entry or re-beginning of Carnival. So every time you see we had an opportunity to run up and down the road and jump and wave, it start there. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here.
I am listening to you talking, and there are so many social issues that we could take out of this. It's the essence of the household is not being dominated by the man alone, but the importance of the woman. And it's the man understanding that sometimes I have to wait for the woman to ignite something in order for a change to take place.
I live that every day.
Well, brother, don't pay 7 problems here today.
No. I mean, I say that to say because...
No, I understand where you're coming from. And I think if we are looking at stick fighting and we are looking at culture from a social perspective, we can take things from stick fighting, we can take things from culture, and we can now reapply it in our homes, where the role of the mother is essential, but the role of the father is also essential.
Very, very.
And I just love the fact that we are in a place where things are aligning, and we are seeing that one is benefiting the other. One is purposeful to the other.
I'm glad for you because you are on a journey where if your starting statement was certain things dying, through the people you will meet, like myself and others, you're seeing that it's living on.
It is
and
here.
You are the one who will stitch it together in your own way.
From your mouth to God, is
Oh.
it? So we have done Camboulay. We understand that getting in that ring for stick fighting is not just something you get up this morning and you walk in and you say, listen, I am doing this. It's a ritual. It's something spiritual. The energies have to align in order for it to happen. So at this moment, we are going to re-answer the question that I asked you earlier on.
What's that?
Is culture really dying?
Nah, man. I still alive. You still alive. When I go on it,
Resistance is still alive. Shadow is still alive. Kitschy is still alive.
Our
Merchant
culture,
is still alive.
We had to be open to the fact that it will evolve and it will go to other places.
I like how you said that. Stick up in there. You think that we are welcoming to the transformation that culture may take?
Some people are and some people aren't.
Agreed.
It's just a matter of time
Yeah.
and which voices get a platform how.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, it is some we can't predict. The unpredictability of life is based on the fact that we're not always too sure how a thing will work out, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's true.
It have technologies out there that can solve a lot of world problems. It's just under a patent, under a box somewhere. In the same way, we have answers to a lot of our cultural problems.
Yeah.
Right here. If you're really taking what Camboulay is about, people who say it's no culture. If you come to the play, you will see what a lot of the cultural things are. We say, oh, carnival diet and nothing. You can go down Piccadilly for the old mass, traditional mass this year and check out and see how many beautiful costumes it have. You know what I'm saying? And what people really doing, people putting their whole life into making a costume, into making a hat, the whole life, the Indian mask. There is families that involved in making Indian masks that they were.
And I even front and I through this
that's what I'm saying.
interview,
I'm telling you, just
my boss is
raising.
Yes.
Because it's right thing we talking is the right way. As my cousin
so let's
say.
talk about you, the artist now for 2025. The carnival is here. There's no other way. It's not coming. It's not going to be here soon. It is here.
Right. So I am just released and debuted a new song called Doh Kry.
Doh Kry.
Yeah. It is a stick fight love way modified for the soca airwaves.
Right.
You understand? So that tune really talks about the spirit of resistance from the guy I'll be transmitting. And here's the thing, I've been straight to here. I know the airwaves like to hear how to jam a bumper, how to drop to the ground. But I come in and tell them, when you come out to play in the morning, Juve, and you see how we stink and dirty, bet your life when we come down ready. Don't afraid of no man if you lost your finger. Don't cry if you lost your eye. Don't cry if you bruise your elbow. Don't cry if we thief your wife. Hey, 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 when we come out to play in the morning, Juve, and you see how we stink and dirty, bet your life when we come down ready. Don't afraid of no man if you lost your finger.
Don't cry.
If you lost your eye.
Don't cry.
If you bruise your elbow.
Don't cry.
If you thief your wife. You understand what I'm saying? So, don't say nobody never tell you. Remember the time when Granny tried to tell you. Well, alright, leave me, let me tell you. Cause I don't want nobody else come and tell you. Juve is a time when human come out on the front line to fight off demon. Early in the morning we come down, see all the warriors stand up on the junction. I don't want them already. They can't stop with destiny. But if you stand in front of we, oh boy, oh my lad, I see you coming with wanga, so put me under pressure. But I come in like a soldier, running like thunder. Remember me when we come out to play in the morning, Juve, and you see how we stink and dirty. Bet your life when we come down ready. Don't afraid of no man if you lost your finger. Don't cry if you lost your eye. Don't cry if you bruise your elbow.
Don't cry.
If we thief your eye too. You understand? So
I mean, this song tells us what Juve morning is.
Yeah, I remember a long time, watch man. We used to afraid to go down the road for Juve.
No, they really put a stigma in our heads. They did it.
But I
remember feeling the same way where Juve was such a thing that you were supposed to be afraid of and
Juve.
not embrace.
Afraid Juve. Me know is this whole thing about let me Juve. We there are plenty parties surrounding that. I only mind getting a performance in it, so I don't want to mess up nobody. But watch me. You used to afraid to go Juve and you stand up here and a blue devil come down here and come down on the ground low with you as a child.
As big as I am here, if that come up on me right now, you'll hear me just get away from me.
Some of them jumpy and them when they come, I just like how you said I'm nice looking nice here. When if you was a practitioner like Blue Devil or something, you'll turn into a whole different being. And I have a friend.
I understand what the spirituality behind the carnival does to our characters. And let me add to that, even our masqueraders on Monday and Tuesday,
that is a transformation
people
as well.
underestimate what happens in that realm.
That transformation is a big deal. Like for me right now, you see me with my little glasses, my thing and I'm chilling, but when it's time to play stick, it's a different jumpy outside, you know what I'm saying?
You know we're going to play stick?
Come on.
All you know. Stick had to connect inside here today. Before you leave me, right? I want you to follow my trail as we go on with this. And I'll start by saying culture is our fathers. For you, culture is what?
Genes within my blood.
For me, culture is being able to not put your emotions in words because you are so overwhelmed by what the music does to us.
I understand what you're saying. You know, you can't put it into words all the time.
No.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
You can't put your genes in your blood into words.
Correct.
You can just enact it. I feel like the way we do things as a people, if we really take our time and watch ourselves, like really take with time, the way we talk, you know, how foreigners just say, whatever can I sing song? We always singing loud, we always, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The people don't talk. Bayesians talk straight like that. We just sing it.
One boy.
Yeah, one girl. And, you know, we just sing. So that's part of our love ways, our way that we communicate through song. You know, so we communicate through song, we communicate through dance. I could get into it long, but I know
think
we don't have that much
this on
time.
a daily basis and we are not aware. But before I leave, I want to say that culture comprises of me, culture comprises of you, culture comprises of the space that we are sitting in here today, and we are able to sit on sacred grounds and just remember where we came from to where we are going. And I will close by saying this. Garland has given us this year one of the greatest additions to Carnival when he said the grong.
The grong used to carry it, and that.
And I think people underestimate the spiritual power behind our artists saying the grong.
Shout out to Garland, because Garland is one of the people who stand up with me with this song so far.
Yes.
And unapologetically, respect to Garland and his powerful warrior energy.
Before you leave, one more thing you want to say to culture?
I want to say to culture that we embrace Tameeka and the hub, the cameraman, the camera, I-95. What other platform this coming out on?
We have this on Spotify. We have this on YouTube. We have this on Apple. We have this.
So I wanna embrace this, because without these, this is the modern era, and this is how we carry it. The ground carrying it, but the digital carrying it too. It's a new way. So this archiving our culture has to become a new form of our culture.
That's correct.
And I have to love up that part of the culture. So that is my word for this year.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
To whom much is given, much is required. And because you have the history in your pockets, it's only right that you carry it on and on and on. Guys, the hub, as always, love, light, and always remember, culture is me, culture is you, culture is all are we.
When we come out to play in the morning, Chuve, and you see how
Let's
we sing
practice in first.
All right.
One,
two.
And if you lost your finger, Doh Kry.
Everything come out of your mouth.